Welcome back, and today we want to define slab and also define the walls. Now, if you take a look on the screen here, you can see our beams have gone all the way to the full height of our structure. Now, what we want to do, we want to just to delete all the walls, all the beams to up to the first floor here. So from here, we'll be able to now to define the walls and also the slab. Now, I'll select the first beam here and just press delete there and click OK, and select that. I'll press delete on my keyboard here and click delete. Now, once we are on the first floor here, this is where I want to define the wall sections. So I'm going to select, let me just turn it into a position that I'll be able to select everything accurately. So I'm going to select the beams at the first floor. This will define the utmost height of a wall. So what I'm going to do after selecting the beams here, I'll come to elements properties here, then scroll down up to all spans here. So I'll come under sections here and click on that and pick on that drop down arrow and come to edit new. So I'm going to define the size of bricks here. So I'll define that to 50, and depth of a brick, we can give it 300 right there, or 350. We can leave it at 350 or 300 right there. So I'll click OK. So once I've clicked OK, I'll come back here, and I want to place this. I want to define the slab on top of this here. Then duplicate it all the way to the full height of structure. Now, how do I do that? I'll come to this level. I'll come all the way to the first base there, to the first floor there, and I'll come all the way to model, then come to slab here. Then I'll just select on that, select on that, select on that, and select on this. So this section will leave because we have a staircase here. So once I've done so, and this time don't worry about the two-way slab or one-way slab. This is just for the purposes of subjecting our structure to structural analysis. So I'll switch back to isometric or to 3D presentations so that we have a clear vision of what we're trying to do. So you can see, if I mouse over here, you can see we have a slab. If I mouse over here, you can see we have a slab. If I mouse over here, you can see I have a two-way slab, and even here we have a two-way slab. But on the side of the staircase, we don't have something because the stair will stretch all the way to the full height of our building. So I'll come back to construction levels here and click on that. So I want to populate this slab all the way to the full height because the slab thickness is the same all the way to the final height of our building. So I'll come to base here. The base here, we've defined the slab and the walls and the wall section. So we want to duplicate this to the full height. So I'll come to this height here, 1. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come to source here and pick as base, source as base, then click OK. So we'll give it some time and everything will be copied to that far end. So I'll come to construction level once again and come to the final height of this particular structure. And once you've copied that, turn these to unique so that when you make the changes on top here will not affect the bottom end here. So I'll come to the final height and click on that drop down arrow and take this height as 1. So once I've done so, I'll go ahead and click OK. So it will be taken up there. So remember to take it back to unique. Unique means the changes done there will be independent and will not affect the ones that they were copied from. So if I click on the construction level here and confirm and take this to unique, and that remains so. So I'll click OK right there. So that's how you duplicate or populate the slab and the wall section all the way to the final height of the structure. So let's meet then on the next presentation where we'll be discussing on how we can apply loads on our building. Let's meet then.